Here we go. Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming out here a little after 11, actually 12 o'clock here, 11 for me. Welcome to the show, Midday Money. I apologize for running late. I was trying to cancel my Sirius XM. And you know, they're like, well, we'll give you a discount on this. We'll give you a discount on that. And, it's $340 something. I'm like, I'm not paying that. This is, it's ridiculous. How often do I listen to Sirius? I mean, do I listen to it? Yeah. Am I going to do it at that price? No, not doing that. But so then he worked it down to some really cheap price. So I'll take it. Tyreek, how are you? Good morning. Top of the morning. I know we don't talk parlays here, but I had 2 6-pick tickets yesterday. Good day, Tyreek. That's all I like to say. I actually had a nice day yesterday. I went 6-0 on my premium yesterday, so nice day there. 13-2 last 2 days. I'm happy about that because a couple faves, but there's some run lines in total. So nice day. I'll take it. Good morning, Michael. How are you today? Dominic's in the house. Good morning. King D's in the house. Tim Earl is here. Welcome. So yeah, so this XM, whatever. My initial was like $330-ish, and I just got them down. It's going to cost me. Really for two vehicles. Now I'm paying $119. Yeah, so I'll accept $119 considering I haven't really watch it that much, or listen, I should say. Anyway, so we'll get to the free plays today. Again, hope everybody's having a good one. Do yourselves a favor. You have to. It's not that hard. You go to the YouTube, give it a like. Let's go. Hit the subscribe, stuff like that. Notification bells on so you know as I'm looking through here. I always worry about if I change the dates. That's why I'm on like Facebook looking to make sure I got the dates right. Anyway, everything is scrolling perfectly. Wonderful. Let's get right to it here. What do we got going on here? Had Giants, Rangers, Cubs, Seattle Angels, 5 extra inning games, 1-4. Ice. That's a rough one. Listen, I got lucky. I had the A's as a run line play, so I went to bed thinking that was a loser, and it was a winner. Giants. Tough one. The Giant game, I'm a little annoyed that I didn't just take the under in that game. I don't know what I was thinking. That's tough. You have a winning day either way, and then you miss a game you get upset about. But that's a tough one. Cubs. Oof. I didn't really like the Cubs at all, but Seattle, another one. Angels, I like. I said kind of like the Angels. I like the Angels today. We'll talk about what we got scrolling here in a minute. King D had the Mariners. I get it. Al says, no run first inning, Red Sox game 1. Fading Andrew Heaney. I'm going to sneeze, so be prepared. You like that, though. I rolled it out on a mute, so you didn't hear the sneeze, but it happens. So no run game run here. So we got the double dip in Toronto here. Pavetta, Robbie Ray. And you see the scroll underneath here. I'll pop it up on a thing, but as I got the comments going. So I got a little star next to Red Sox game 2, because this is where I kind of want to, I don't want to play Boston, right? How do we want to play Boston? They've lost, 6 in a row now? How would they lose? They've lost 8 of 10. Boston, right? 3, it's not really a team we want to jump on a losing streak here. But in game 2, see, I like Hook and Barrow's numbers, not that great against Boston. So that might be a spot I play. And that's why we got a little twinkles around this Red Sox game early. We're rocking now. Yeah, have a nice little run, Sammy. Nice little run. We'll take it. Miguel's in the house. Welcome. Dave, I told you Yanks couldn't lose because I was there. Hope we'll hop down in. Yeah, they couldn't lose. You need a little extra pop there and a little extra session, but they got the job done. Hope it was a good day over there. That's a great stadium. Had Switty's run line down to the last minute. I had the run line too. I was like, this is a loser. And I'm watching the game. I'm like, they're getting no hit for like 4 innings. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And then it's 1-0. I'm like, every time I put it on like MLB, I'm watching like, I think Kuno's up I'm like, the guy just grounds it to a double play every time. I got a guy on second. They can't score runs. I'm like, all I need is a base hit here. 3-1, I'm happy. And sometimes, I got to say, so last couple days, we've had a great run, right? Last 2 days. And so full game on the videos, 4-1 full game yesterday. Nice. But the first fives go down. This is why, I'm not a huge first five guy. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose. Yesterday, you go from a 4-1 day here on the video, and then you drop a couple offers in first five. Granted, they were dogs, and favorites again rolling along. And even to run along, I look at my plays. I mean, it's more like I got a 108 fave. I got a couple of run lines. I don't know. Like today, I'm looking. I have one game up that I threw out on the premium side of things. I'm looking at this card. I put games up here, and just because people are going to ask. So these are the kind of games I like. Am I betting these? I don't know if I'm betting any of these games. I had some of these yesterday, but am I going to come in today? I don't know. I don't know. Right now, I have one game, and that's that. Over Phillies, money line. Over Phillies and money line over in Yanks. Which one's the money line there, Nick? Markel's in the house. I got Nats over 8.5. Reds run line under Tigers game. So Nats, Josiah Graymore. I kind of like the Nats a little bit today, believe it or not. Over, I could get behind the over here at 8.5 because I think the Nats are going to score some runs. Reds run line, only way to go with the Reds is run line today, right? We're not going to bet into the Pirates, and you think the Reds could hit the ball. We know that. Gutierrez, why not, right? Reds run line, I understand. Under Tigers game 9.5. I had under yesterday in that game. This is a tough spot here with Morgan. Morgan's been terrible, but both of these teams, not that good. I could see the under. Am I playing in Markel? No. This card today, I was telling my wife we went out to see my nephew this morning swimming. And she's like, oh, how's everything? I said, nice little run. I'll take it. And I said, today, though, it's like I really don't. I got one game I put my money on. And then the games scrolling here are games I kind of like because I know people are going to ask. Like, these are games I want to bet, but I could say no to bet them. And a lot of times I throw these up that are games here are premium plays. I got one premium play today. I got one premium up. That's it. I mean, you see what I got scrolling here, right? So we have I'm going to put it up here in the chat so everybody sees here. But we got Yankees run line, and my thinking on that one is they're starting to hit a little bit, right? 8 out of 10 for the Yanks. Getting some late game heroics, right? That kind of stuff. Get a little momentum off those games. Let's be honest here. Seattle's coming now. I think they've lost, 3 in a row? 4 straight wins for the Yanks. Again, a little momentum. Push it towards the Yankees. And Haney on the hill. Listen, he's 0-2. I shouldn't say that. He's got 2 starts this year, 7 innings, 12 hits, 4 homers, 8 earned runs versus the Mariners right now. That's what he did. 3-6, 4.28 ERA lifetime and 14 starts. He had a good run last year. He had 3 games, a 1.96 ERA. So tells me he's going to probably give up some runs, right? You look at that, you're like, he gives up runs. Flexing, 5.40 road ERA, 3.22 batting average against. You think Yanks will be able to hit that. So Yanks run line for me would be a little play there, but I can't really jump on it because, Haney's been bad all over. Where the Mariners pitching? He's in California, in New York, it doesn't matter, Texas, Minnesota, wherever he throws the ball, he hasn't been well. So, again, a game I like. Am I betting this one a run line? No, I'm trying to find games out of the board today, and I said it. There's going to be days where I love the card. The other day we had 9 games up on a Thursday. Today I have 1. I can't. These are the games I like the most. Some days you love the card, folks. Sometimes you don't. I'm going to try to give you my feelings here in a couple games. So we got Philly again. We're riding hot Philly. Right? Philly is 6 in a row, 7-10. The Nats are, the Mets are metting it up right now. But it's tough to put my money on this one because I could see this just being like a little grinder, like a 3-1 type game. I mean, I know the Phillies got a bad bullpen. The Mets. I'm going to get the Mets. I mean, it's July. We don't even know what the Mets are yet. It's terrible. Rays over 10. We see the runs here. This is Baltimore and Tampa. Guys can hit. There's pitching issues all over the place here. So I was happy I had the Rays and the over yesterday. Here, I'll just look at the over. Now, believe it or not, my favorite, excuse me here, as I got a little, I don't even know why I have like allergies. It's 95 degrees out. So game 2 here in this Red Sox, I like the pitching matchup. I said, I talked about this Barrow Shea before. He has not the best numbers against the Yanks or the Rays, and the Sox, and even Baltimore is, So I want to kind of take Boston here, but again, do I want to take? I mean, hello, the Sox have lost 8 to 10. They're not playing well. You're on a losing streak. Not where I want to be at. Cardinals under because hey, the Cardinals are terrible. I don't like their offense. Kim's pitched well all year. Kansas City, they're a hot mess. So under there. And Angels first 5 here. I almost want to take Angels for the game. I said that yesterday with the Angels, right? Urias for the Dodgers. This is it. He's at his pitch. As much as this guy's pitched the last couple of years in the bigs, dude, the guy is, he's at, they baby him. And, Gosling's out. You got some always questionable bullpen stuff going on there with the Dodgers. I don't know. I'll take a shot at the Angels first 5 here. I know first 5 yesterday we were bad, but again, these are the games I like the most out of everything. It's just some days you love them, some days you don't, folks. It is what it is. It happens sometimes. What do we got here? Miguel's in the house. Good morning. You were at the Yank game, so at Phillies. We got that over Phillies we talked about. I'm sorry. Nats over. I did that one. Where we at here? Best of luck. Cole's Corner. Look at this. New Jersey representing Rawway. Little Butch Cole's in the house. I love it. I love Butch Cole's coming into the hit the like button, right, Allie? How hard is it? We did the little Total Chaos the other day, and we ended up with a split on those games. We ended up with a tie. I'll be back on Total Chaos. A's came in clutch last night. Yeah, I had him. It's always nice getting a win like that. But I've caught a couple of those lately, so it's kind of like, all right, I got to watch myself because, sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you're on the other side of those losses, and you're like, what the heck just happened? Hello, sports betting. Welcome to the family. Francisco's in the house. How are you, Mr. Francisco? Thanks for coming in. King D saying White Sox run line, Rodon. Listen, Alzolay, we don't like, right? He's bad. But, for me, at 115, it's worth a shot, right? You think the White Sox should win this one? You got a better pitching matchup. Although, let's be honest, that bullpen has shown some kinks since they've upgraded with Kimbrel, right? They've been giving up runs a little late here for a team that wasn't giving up any runs or getting any runs. And, listen, White Sox, I'm not going to talk about the White Sox. Wrong, it's 115. Go for it. I like it. But, again, things I just don't really love the card today, King. I just don't. I can come on here and try to tell you the truth. I don't like Cubs either, especially if Kimbrel gave away the game last night. Now you got the win. Yeah. Michael's coming in, took Seattle first 5. Public all over Seattle. Well, everybody's on Seattle because you see Bueno. That's your Bueno for Buelna. But, yeah, it's because you have Andrew Heaney on the handle. That's why everybody's like, oh, my goodness, this guy's terrible. But the Yanks are just, as I said, you win games like that, that kind of carries over. Baseball, this is why baseball is a whole separate entity as opposed to, college basketball or NBA, any basketball or football. Like week to week you got a whole week. Baseball, it's the next day. You have crushing losses, awesome wins. Back-to-back wins like this for the Yanks, they're rolling together a little bit. Maybe they're like, what, we got a shot here. Here we come. We were down all year. Who knows? Maybe Kluber comes back or Sevy or whatever the case may be. And, Cole's right. He's on COVID list, whatever the case may be. It's baseball's tricky. That's why I like baseball streak time. Teams winning 3, 4, 5 in a row. Ride it out. Although sometimes you got a team like in this spot, you got a guy laying, 180, 200. It's not really worth it. But what do I think about the Padres run line? I don't like the Padres here. Listen, Darvish has pitched well. I get it. I like the Arizona. Yes, this Padre team, it's run line or nothing, right, Miguel? Because you're thinking, why am I going to take Darvish laying 280? Winter in Arizona is bad. I can't. What am I saying nice about Arizona? They got it done yesterday, and I love the over there. I said on the show here we had the over. And after the show, I went on with Joe Madden. I'm like, you know what? This is what we're crushing today. I used the term love. I said, I actually love these games. And it was the Reds run line and the Padres over. And sure enough, they were two no doubters there. And the Padre team, come on, man. This team right now, not that you want to come out and like question their heart, but all right, what's his name? Tatis said he's going to come back as soon as possible. I don't know, man. This is I can't lay that number. I don't want to. Why do you want to bet the Padres right now? They're due to win. They have to win. That doesn't mean they're going to win. I mean, they've lost 6 of 10. Gave you a thumbs up. Thanks for the thumbs. That's all I asked for. Come in a thumbs up. I'm on. Give it a thumbs up. It's not that hard. I took Toronto first game team total over 4. Thinking it was a full game. Well, with these doubleheaders, it's tough. That's why, I automatically cross out like the double dip. I'm like, I wrote down Boston on doubleheader. No, big underline underneath it. Boston's lost 8 of 10. Toronto's won 8 of 10. And like I said, I kind of like Boston in the second game, but am I playing it? Probably not. I mean, listen, I'm having a nice week. Why sprinkle some? I don't know. I don't know. I'll see. I'm not sitting around watching, waiting for the game to end to see who I'm going to jump on. Where are we at here? Eric's coming in. Phillies money line. I could get behind the Phils, right? They're playing well. 6 in a row. Reds first 5. Why not? They're, Reds team total over. Beat up on the Pirates. Let it go. You're at home. Take care of the bad. I see this all the time. Whether it be the Reds at home, or I said Milwaukee beating the Pirates, or San Diego on the road against Marlins, whatever the case may be. Red Sox, although they didn't beat the Tigers, you should be able to beat up the bad teams. You're what, 2 games back now? I think of 2.5 back of the Padres for the wild card. Beat the crap out of the Pirates. They're begging you to. Hi, we traded all of our bullpen guys. Beat them at home. This is where you shine, Cincy. Your offense shines at home here. Get it done. Hey, Eric, how are you? Thanks for coming in today. Good morning or afternoon. Good afternoon. Ugly day yesterday. Oh, boy. Well, listen, I know you're probably having a bad day because when the favorites have a huge day like that, you're a dog guy like me. So unless you grab their own line here or there. Listen, the last couple of days I've had nice baseball. I'm still a couple games under 500 on the year. That's what happens. Favorites are 58%. And I don't bet fades. A couple run lines. And, hey, just because the favorite win doesn't mean they're getting a run line for me. But somehow the totals are keeping me alive a little bit. But you're going to have a bad day every once in a while. Let's take a dog. We know our dog days. We got that Wednesday, Thursday, and like a Sunday, usually nice dog days for us. Sometimes on a Monday, you get those dogs too. So we know which days are our dog days. Seattle, we like Seattle today. Fade and Haney. Yankees under there. I guess you're thinking Seattle wins this, flexes some muscle against the Yanks, and you slow down the bit. The Yanks have been an under team lately, so I can see that. Pittsburgh, Cincy over. I get it. We got Pittsburgh and the Reds at home. What's there to argue about that? Detroit, Cleveland under. I had the under yesterday. There was a 10 out there. I'm like, a 10, and all of a sudden it was 6-0. I'm like, wow, maybe this was a sucker bet, but went to 9.5. I still take it. And today, even though they got a bad pitcher, it was like Morgan on the hill. I could still think to the under there. KC St. Louis under. Yep, I got that. Kim solid, and I don't care who pitches for Kansas City. St. Louis still has trouble scoring runs. Colorado run line. Little Colorado run line. And they definitely exploded yesterday. Luzardo, my guy, Jesus, coming from the A's. I like this guy. I believe it or not, I had a Cy Young ticket on him for last season. Listen, folks, win or lose, I tell you, good or bad, right? I say nice things. I say the truth. I'm not the guy coming on here just saying, hi, I have these all winning tickets all over the place. I like Luzardo. But Gomber has been good at home. You have to take the Rockies here. But I've said this before, even when they're playing the Pirates. I said, do I want to lay 160 with the Rockies? I mean, I go maybe the 150 range. I'd go 150-esque with Colorado. I want to see what their own line is here. I mean, because I 160. It's there's a 154 out there. I could maybe go 154. Run line plus 115. Luzardo, Colorado. This is just a weird park, right? It's different. I mean, we saw Alcantara got crushed here yesterday. So I don't know if Luzardo's pitched here before. Definitely new. But I mean, Colorado's got 36 home wins. They got the most wins in the Major League Baseball at home, 36. Sorry. White Sox got 38, and they're next with 36. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Colorado. I'm not feeling some of these games. And you know what? You don't have to bet them just because they're there. I mean, 8 out of 10 for Yanks, but who do they win against? Losing team. We'll see. Francisco, Seattle, okay, they have a winning record, but I don't, they're 5 games over. I don't consider them a winning team, right? I mean, this is a team that's overachieved all year. Not much was expected, right? They're supposed to be, 3rd or 4th place. Maybe the Angels were going to get good. I got an Angels future ticket. How's that looking? These guys can't luck into any pitching. I've said that before. But here you are. You're basically a 500 team. The Yanks, you're hot. Do I like betting into teams not playing well, teams on 3-game losing streaks? I get it. This is a guy you've hit this year. You want to take a shot with him? Okay, but I don't know. Again, not something I'm playing. I'm not on the Yankees. I got one line here. Just people are going to ask me. I didn't want to put 2 games up and be like, throw my hands in the air. Yanks are hot. Get it done. I'll go run line here. 19-8 last 37, best of Mason. They're playing well right now. They're and it's we've mentioned. I think they were on like a 12-1 or 11-1 under run before. So it's the pitching that's really keeping them going, and now they're going to start to hit the ball a little bit. So obviously they need a little run, and they're getting a little help here because Boston's slipping a little bit, and Tampa had a couple losses there, and the Yanks got a little hot. So here they are. What do they? They got a little. They're a game back. What in the wild card? Listen, baseball fans, you got a wild AL East. Believe it or not, the A's are only 3 games back in the West. The NL East is a wild show here with Philly, the Mets, and Atlanta. I said Philly would be in first place by the weekend. Here they are already, first place by half game. We got Cincy knocking on the door for a wild card. 2.5 games back in a wild card. Who knows what happens there? You got the Dodgers going to chase down the Giants. A lot of fun stuff. I do not like today's card either. I'm taking the Giants bounce back, Nats first 5, Mariners first 5. I've been on Twins both games. I'm taking them from sweep. All right. Well, they still play tomorrow too. So this is only game 3. So you're going to take them tomorrow also? You're going all 4 games, or are you just thinking, no way, the Astros lose again today? But let's get back to your Nats first 5. So Nats was great. I kind of like it. I kind of want to take the Nats today. So Charlie Morton is not a guy I love. Why not jump on the Nats first 5? I like it. We're getting plus $2 first 5. Let's go for it. Mariners first 5, I think is worth a shot. We've seen Haney explode. Orioles greeted him with 4 homers the other day. So, yeah, Mariners plus 155. I get it. And the Twins, why not for Minnesota, right? No one saw. We said the Twins game 1, right? Astros coming off the road trip. You're playing the Dodgers. Little letdown spot. They battle back, score some runs late. You're thinking, maybe they break out last night. Well, they did, right? Another loser there for them. And who's on the hill for them? Pineda? It's, shockingly, you think Minnie would have just mailed it in after, trading away Berrios, but they haven't. Why not take a shot 180? How are the Astros? You're loving the Astros the way they've been playing right now? Who did they lose? 7-10? 6-10? I think it's worth a shot there, Michael. Thinking of ladder stacking Reds, but every time all right, I got to figure it out. There we go. Every time I get good on a ladder, I fall off the ladder. Hey, that's the way it is. That is the way it is. Although, what do you say? Welcome to betting, Eric. You think it's easy and you should do this, and this. Hindsight's 2020. It is. It is what it is. I like the Cards under. Also under first 5. I agree. I got it under here. It's scrolling here. Cubs under. So real fast, we'll kick it out because I know people on their phones, the scroll's a little tinier, but Yankees rolling. Again, out of these games, I didn't bet any of these games right now today, folks. Today is a game. I got 1 game I bet on. These are the games I kind of like. And as much as we kind of like them, we could say why we don't like them. Like the Yanks run line. Fade Haney, I understand. But the Yanks have been pretty hot. I think they could get it done. Philly, Again, fading a bad Met team, and Philly's feeling it 6 in a row. Rays over. What else is there to say? Wild one last night. I think we'll get another wild one. These guys have played some overs before. You know how I feel about the Baltimore starters and bullpen, and they hit a little bit. So I think one team gets 6 or 7, so the 10 should be given by the 7th inning. Red Sox game 2. Again, this is one I actually want to pull the trigger on because I like the pitcher matchup. Barrios, bad numbers versus Sox, and I like this young kid for Boston. But if we're rolling into this game, if they lose the first game and all of a sudden now we're in 3 straight losses, I'm like, they're not just gonna break out here because at that point you got 5 in a row from Toronto and 5, 6, whatever they are, 5 in a row, 6 in a row, and 9 to 10 or 10 to 12. They're feeling it right now. They're like, hey, we're home in Toronto, we're rolling. So again, you see the asterisks, see the question marks. I kind of like it, but let's see how game 1 plays out. Stuff with doubleheaders, especially when they're short doubleheaders. I mean, terrible. Cards under. Again, out of all the games today, cards under here, I really like a lot. Kim's been solid all year. The St. Louis offense has not been solid all year. Kansas City is a cluster. I mean, they've been on an underrun, even though they have bad pitching, but no hitting. So under there, I like. And the Angels are taking a shot here because Urias, most innings ever for the guy. So who knows what you're getting out of him? The guy's having a great year. I mean, where's his Cy Young votes? I think he's like 13-3. I mean, what are his numbers? He's having a nice little season. 13-3 with a 3.40 ERA. I can't really dog this guy, but I just feel in this spot. Barrios, he had a bad first start, but he hasn't been terrible since. Youngster, comes out. Let's be honest, this Dodger offense is not like they're coming out and scoring 9 runs a game, right? I mean, beginning of the year, they thought this team's going to score 5,000 runs and win 110 games. Yeah, well, they're in second place. So Angels first 5. That's where I'm looking. Good afternoon, Dave. How are you today? White Sox run line, of course, right? We don't like the Cubs. We're going on the hill. You're laying 115, 120. I'm fine with that. Dodgers run line, I don't know. I just mentioned why I kind of like the Angels there. So I'm not betting that one. And folks, Dave knows because he's been here since, March shows. If I'm not betting a game, and I'm telling you I'm not betting a game, I don't want to talk you off the game. I'm just saying, you come in and see what I think of something. And me, anybody else who watch, take that opinion with a grain of salt. Unless I'm telling you I'm putting my hard-earned money on. If you like it, you already bet it. I don't want to talk you off the thing. I'm just why I kind of like things or don't like things. And today I don't like a lot of things today. First run in the A's game. First inning run for the A's. Anderson and Irvin. I don't know. I mean, anytime there's a Texas game, you think there could be a run because they're bad. But as much as I like the A's, they have trouble scoring sometimes. Best pick scrolling. I'm going to say either over Rays or under Cardinals. They're my 2 favorites. I mean, I think the Yankees should win. They're just playing well right now. Again, Dave, you know this. I hate just picking one. You pick one and it loses. I'm like, oh, I don't like doing that. But White Sox, Cubs have 2 players, Hayward and Contreras. Hayward still. I can't believe that guy is still playing. I thought he was done. He signed that huge contract, and we talked about it. Where's all sports at? We talked about it on their trade deadline show. I'm like, what happened to this guy? I mean, he signed a big. Whatever. Cub rookie had a 3-run home run in 9th, 2 outs left, 2 strikes. Listen, White Sox are the better team, and I just mentioned it before here with the Reds beating up the Pirates. White Sox take care of business. Crush your crosstown rivals. They mailed it in. They're ready for the rebuild. They're starting over. I mean, you got a guy on the hill who's pitched well all season long. Win this game 6-0. Get out of town. Let's go. Get out of Dodge. Beat these guys. They should win. Home run prop. Hanger of 300. Yeah, exactly. Four home runs to the O's here in the Bronx last time. Definitely worth a shot here. Home run prop. I like it. And Haney's got bad number. I told you versus Mariners this year. 7 innings, 12 hits, 4 homers, 8 earned runs. So he gives up some runs here versus Seattle. Patterson representing. What's up there, Jay? How are you? Thanks for popping in. King D says 2-team parlay today, Rockies and the Giants. Ah, man, tough one with the Giants here yesterday. And this is one, even after you win, it comes. I was like, why did I forget that game? I forgot. I just didn't play it. Giants under should have been something I was on yesterday. And today you got who's on the hill for them tonight? Where is the San Fran game? Sanchez and Woodruff. So 160. I'm seeing a 175 out there. Maybe money's coming in here on Milwaukee. Big X is in the house. Good afternoon. Another Jersey guy. New Jersey always coming in to represent. You like tomorrow's card? I didn't even get to tomorrow's baseball yet. Mr. Degenerate, go take the Yankees under the 10. You know what? Everybody's thinking what? You think everybody's thinking over there, right? Because you got Andrew Heaney on the hill. Took the White Sox run line. I can't say no to that one, Tim. That's 115, 120. I think it's worth a shot. Mariners, everybody's fading Heaney. Red Sox over. Again, these doubleheader 7 games, I just kind of stay away from them. Although I like game 2, I sort of like it. You see the asterisks and the question marks. I don't know what I'm doing with that one. Again, all these games underneath, I'm hesitant to pull the trigger on. Today's just a game a card I don't like. Maybe all these win. I should have bet them all. Who knows what's going to happen? But honestly, I've been looking at some NFL for next week. We got some. I got NFL picks up for Thursday and Friday already for next week. Starting to dig into a little college football kind of stuff. So maybe it's just, I'm not processing because I was looking at football last night. But really, nothing's jumping today for me. A's run line, I get it. Texas is bad. They should win. I took the A's yesterday thinking the same thing. Like, Texas is bad. How can you win this game 5-1? Easy. And then as it's like 0-0, 1-0, I'm like, why didn't I just take the under here? Because I think Bassett's going to come out and shut these guys down, right? He's not going to come up and give up a 5 spot. Why don't I have the under here? And same with today's thinking, the same way almost a little bit here. Like, I like Cole Irvin to come in and shut down Texas. But then all of a sudden I'm thinking, well, is this the day Oakland offense shows up and the guys who all have 20 homers hit home runs today and it's 8-4, But A's run line, I like the A's run line. What is it? Is it, maybe I'll jump in on this A's run line game. What is the number here? I'm an A's punishment. I'm an A's glutton for punishment guy. 125. See, I don't want to lay. I just hate laying sometimes. Thanks for your opinion. You got it, Dave. That's what I do here. I just kind of tell you how I feel about things. And here is our bug guy here. Jeff, how are you? Hot in Shreveport? I bet. Pine Bluff representing. We know Chris is coming. Everybody knows Chris is from Pine. Anybody driving through Pine Bluff, look for the guy. What is that? Is that a Rocky hat? What kind of hat is that? What kind of hat you're repping out there, Chris? We got to find you on Pine Bluff. Hey, try Oakland A's game, first inning, 0 score. So no run first inning Oakland. I could get behind that. That wouldn't shock me. Under 8.5 cards. Thank you. No Dodgers. Yes. I like the under in the cards game. I got that scrolling. Kim's been solid all year, and the offense has not. So under the 8.5. No Dodgers. I do not like the Dodgers, so stay away from the Dodgers, Dave. Chapman Yankees out on inflammatory elbow. So, that's good news then. That's good for the Yanks. Chapman, he's been, it's a family show. Both teams 7-3 to the under, last 10, 6 for the under, last 10 versus each other most of the day. I agree. I like the under there, right? I'm sure we're talking about the Yankee game still. Yanks, the pitching has been solid for the Yanks. Both teams don't score. No, they don't. I'm betting the Giants, but mostly because I'm a Giant fan. I have to warn people. Sanchez not good pitchers, 297s to Steven. Walks a lot of batters. San Francisco in the first, and again, you mentioned 297 ERA. When I see the ERAs, I'll jump into like the batting average to see how the batting average is against them. Like, is the ERA high, but he's got a low? For the Yanks had a cat. I want to say it was Jermaine. Like, his ERA was like 4 something, but his batting average against at home was like a 199. He had a 1 whip. Like, all right, he gave up. It was like just a bad, unlucky. You get bad breaks like that. All right, I mean, was he a choke artist? He can't pitch when there's a guy on second. Whatever the case may be. Sometimes, see the 297. All right, maybe he's getting a double play to get out of the jam, or some fluke play. So the ERAs, they are important, but I like to go a little deeper sometimes. So you're putting guys on base, and especially a team like the Brewers, who it's not like they're crushing offensive. It's not like they have like a 290 batting at. They any guys they get on base, that more than helps them a lot. So walk-in it's a free man. Take the base. That's a Little Rock hat. All right. So I didn't know if it was LR or a CR hat. It was a Rockies. Could have been a Laker hat. I don't know what's happening there. All right, LA Dodgers. Little Rock. So if you missed Football Friday last time, we did Football Friday, and we talked some AFC South this week. So it's it's football week. My son's got a scrimmage coming up Friday. A little freshman football here in Texas. No joke down here. They love their football. So maybe I want to do a Football Friday. If I'm late, I'm late. But I'll be doing some other stuff this week. Bringing back the 10 o'clock show. So if it's not Football Friday, maybe it'll be on a Wednesday. Maybe we'll do something Wednesday, Thursday. We got NFL Thursday, Friday, a lot of games to talk about. So obviously I'm going to start rolling out. I mentioned before, the 10 p.m. show is going to be coming back this week, next week. So be on the lookout. So I say throw a notification bell on. And a lot of people don't want to jump into shows at 10 o'clock at night. You're sleeping, you want to watch. Come back. We're going to break down each conference. Our divisions. We'll do divisions, I should say, first. Tell you who I like in the division. And I'm not going to roll out like we're doing the AFC West. I'm going to say, well, we're just taking Kansas City. Kansas City's good. I probably have nothing to say about that division. I'm not going to say take Kansas City. I mean, that's the choice there. We'll do the win totals, a week 1 line, stuff like that. Throw a player prop out for each division. So if you want to jump into that, wonderful. Otherwise, listen, August 28th, college football starts. All right. Regular season, NFL right around after that. But we'll be doing the 10 o'clock show every day in the next week or two. Just a lot to talk about. We shut it down in baseball. We had basketball every other day, hockey every day. Let's be honest. The viewers from March, we're down 1,000 people. Like March Madness, off the hook. I'm sure football season, it's going to be good. We're going to have a lot of football to talk about. So everyday stuff. Wow, look at this. I got a ringer coming in. And that's not me writing because I'm under the winning free pick side of things. So I'm not writing that. Those of you didn't know, it's the same channel. Picks, parlays, winning free picks. We're like the younger brother here. So in case anybody's shocked, like, why is this guy promoting picks and parlays? If you haven't seen me over there the last 12 years, I've also on picks and parlays. But, all right. We're getting out of here. Have a good one. Day action. I'll leave the Yanks run line here just because they've been hot for the last 25 games or a nice little win streak. They got some bats. Who knows? A couple late game heroics that carries over. Arthur's asking about Tampa Bay. For me on this Rays game, I like the over, and if you're going to bet it, it would have to be a run line. Like 140 run line on the road. I just like the over. I think we'll see runs here. I don't like taking 140 regular. I don't want to take 140 on a run line, especially. And then we're on the road to boot. we lose a half at bat. Arthur, if you're new, I'm not going to tell you to bet 220 on the game, and I'm not going to say lay 140 on the road on a run line. So over would be a play for me. I see a 103. We have the over. I got it underneath here too, also. So that'd be my favorite play there. Michael, thanks for popping in. I appreciate everybody coming in. I have a blast. I can come in and talk forever when I'm not sneezing or drinking my water. But it's live, baby. That's how we roll. Llama power. I'm out of here. We will see you Sunday. Good luck, everybody. And have a good one. Let's go. Barry the man. Bye-bye.